Yo, what's good? It's a boy Dude Reviews, and heavy spoilers for Deadpool and Wolverine, you have been warned. So I've done two short reviews which were spoiler free, check them out right now, but I'm just gonna jump straight into spoilers and talk about what I liked and disliked about Deadpool and Wolverine. Holy moly, before this movie came out, I was a little bit pessimistic. I literally fell out of love with the MCU. I feel like sometime after Multiverse of Madness, I just wasn't feeling any of these movies. Sure, Ant-Man 3 was a bit of fun, but I truly do feel like the MCU fell off. And don't get me started on those really average to bad TV shows that Disney Plus have been pumping out. But with Deadpool and Wolverine being the only MCU movie of the year, did it deliver? Well, yes it did. Holy moly, I think the biggest takeaway of this movie was Logan and Wade's banter and their chemistry. I love all the scenes that the two of them are in. Logan in this film is seen as a failure Logan because in his timeline, he couldn't save the X-Men. He failed. And I love how it's Deadpool who was the one to bring him out of his depressive funk. And I just love the scenes that they're in. I love the humor. I'm obsessed with some of these action scenes that they're in. They can be a bit gruesome sometimes, but it's pretty visually dazzling. And while there's a lot of humor, there's this really heartfelt cast scene with the two of them where Logan berates Deadpool for being a joke. And while it seems like Logan is berating the Deadpool, it also feels like he's self-projecting himself onto Deadpool in this scene, where he's sort of projecting his insecurities and his failures, which cuts to this really epic action sequence. It's really fun. I also love the heartfelt moments of Logan and X-23 just sort of sitting and chatting, and I like how X-23 isn't trying to look at this Logan as a replacement, but she also wants to help him get out of his depressive funk. And of course, as we see at the end of the movie, we see the two of them chilling with Deadpool, and I feel like that's what the best part of the movie was. It was the heart, the really nice heartfelt moments of Wade and him trying to do what's right and protect his friends and family, and even Logan trying to be the hero that he always wanted to be. This movie in a way feels like how the Wolverine became the X-Man, the hero that he always wanted to be in a way. The cameos in this movie were pretty fun. I did not expect Blade, the original Blade by Wesley Snipes, to appear in this movie. That was pretty shocking, and Chris Evans as the Fantastic Four flashy guy was literally mind-boggling to me. I thought it was another Captain America variant, but no, it was good old Johnny. I also really liked the ending of this movie. I liked how Wolverine and X-23 more or less survived. I do like this idea of Logan existing in the MCU and it's actually working, and this movie has made me really excited for Secret Wars because I know Captain America and Iron Man have been teased to possibly make an appearance, and before this film I was like, no way, that's not gonna work. But after this movie I can see it working and I can see it actually being good. But with that out of the way, let's talk about the bad. And I do feel like they overplayed some pop songs way too often. It was like every 5 minutes a pop song from Madonna or the YMCA group were just blaring out in the cinemas, and I found that a little bit tiresome. It got old pretty fast. I also feel like the cameos weren't what I thought they were gonna be. I thought we were gonna have a lot more mind-boggling cameos. They were cool, but they weren't what I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to get, I don't know, more X-Men. I thought the entire X-Men crew were going to appear in this movie in flashbacks or something. The villain, while she did have a creepy power, I just was a bit by her. I do feel like she may have been the worst villain in the Deadpool movies. I felt like Little Russell in the second one was more intimidating than her. She was just kind of weird and creepy in my opinion. And the scene where Johnny falls down after being introduced and falls onto his privates and then he looks really goofy, I didn't like that scene. I didn't like seeing Chris Evans be humiliated like that. I know that this character in that movie is seen as a goofball, but I'm so used to seeing him as Steve Rogers in a Marvel film. Humor went too far in my opinion, but overall this movie was pretty damn entertaining. I had a ball with it, and yeah, very good. I will give this movie an 8 out of 10 and I'll give it an A. What did you guys think of this movie? Like and subscribe for more Marvel reviews, but thank you for watching, and as always, a boy Dude Reviews signing out.